go through the two businesses? It sounds like you have two businesses there. Raise funds for operating expenses and something else. What are the other two?
Yeah, so this is actually looking at the B2B, so looking at Stephen marketing to soccer clubs as opposed to just soccer coaches. So with the clubs, it's to help them train their coaches to elevate the level of play, so that the soccer club could have their coaches trained up so that when they're coaching, like those players are improving their game. And the other piece is really just helping a soccer club, like what can you do to raise funds, either to give out scholarships or just help with costs.
Is he doing a virtual or is it in-person trainings and whatnot?
So far, the trainings he's done have been in person, and they've never been like Stephen Hodder training. It's always been through different club organizations that he's taught courses for them.
And what does he want to do? Does he want to go? Like, does it? I play soccer, and I'm trying to think. Like, it feels like you have to be there. But if he's coaching coaches on how to do that, does he have to be there in person?
You know, it's something to consider. I mean, so far it's all been in person, but it's not been because we thought about it and decided not to. It just haven't thought about it.
Just one side, we have volleyball players, and like I sought out, it's like a weekly volleyball tip. And so like I get an email from them, and then they have camps and stuff. But you know, I mean, there are people that, especially in small towns, you're looking for, you know, to get your kid better. You know, I mean, something like that, I would pay a membership just to, you know, have weekly, or maybe even just send in a video and you know, have them critique it. I mean, just a thought on that.
As a parent?
As a parent.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I mean, you could reach that level too,
Right.
where if he did want to, you know, touch more of the kids, and keep it that, you know, I mean, I would, you know, because like I said, we have volleyball players, and you know, I found a website. I don't pay for it, but they do. I think they only do once a month where they do a tip. But their big thing is they're selling like their camps that they have. But just an idea.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Are you trying to keep it local to Cincinnati or
No.
the universe?
I mean, at this point, anywhere. And I, do you have your hand up, and then we did not go back on the site, so.
So I was going to say, one resource I would look at pretty heavily, and I would just absolutely dissect everything that they do, but it's for youth baseball. There's a site, it's called Webball, and I know a tremendous number of Texas parents and coaches that use this as a resource. It is very much exactly what you're talking about, but for baseball. And they have, I don't even know how many products, different trainings, huge forums. It's an amazingly well put together product. And on the surface, if you were looking at it, it looks just hideous. It's ridiculous. The website is terrible, the forums are awful, the products you buy look like they were made with like cameras in the early 90s, but like I know they haven't been produced last week because of like references or something. Like I'm talking about Beyonce's new album or something. Like, how is this possible? This footage is terrible. But looking at it from that perspective, so it's called Webball. I think it's webball.com or webball.net or something like that. I would look at them because it's exactly what you're talking about, but just with the fastest growing sport like amongst youth in the country, right? Soccer, right? Like you're really in an awesome opportunity here, and I would literally do everything that you see there. If they've got like, so you're talking about baseball, right? You're talking about like, they have a thing on how to pitch, how to throw a fastball, how to throw a curveball. Like, well, why didn't how to pitch cover it? Who gives a shit? They got 47, there's like 19 different pitches. They could have just done one video, but they didn't. They did 19, and they're selling them each for $10, and everybody's buying them. Like, if there's like everything you could possibly cover in youth baseball and on is covered here, and parents buy it, coaches buy it, kids are about it. Like, I would absolutely destroy their website. Like, I'd sign up, I would look at all the stuff, like whatever it would cost. Like, I would absolutely just mirror everything that they've done.
And sometimes
that's what I would do.
That ugliness is what converts.
Oh, sure.
That's the other
funnel
thing.
hacking, right? Like funnel hacking is what we always talk about. Right? Like, how do they just hack the crap out of their site? How are they doing it? What kind of, like, what's the frequency of their content? What's, you know, because they absolutely kill it in that youth baseball space online. And oh my gosh, yes.
What he's saying is right on. I was gonna say, I'm sorry, don't they have, I'm trying to remember our call, but doesn't your husband have a membership site?
He does.
Okay.
It's not good.
Okay.
And it's not his fault. It looks good. I was supposed to do stuff and I
had a boss, and
we're
he was
starting
like-
over, yeah.
I mean, this guy's like making $500,000 a year easy. Like he's got 3 boys that play, baseball. He's literally your demo, but like for baseball, right? And he just writing checks, man. Just writing checks. He's on this website, and I'm like walking to his office. I know he's supposed to go something else, and he's on this site like GeoCity style. Like it's ugly, right? But he's just in it because he cares about his kids. He loves sports, whatever. But like, oh my gosh, like I would destroy whatever they've got going on and just mimic all of that.
It's not weball.com, I looked it up.
Webball.
Webball, I think, yeah.
Webball should be double B.
Two
Yeah.
Bs?
Yeah, it should be double B, I believe.
And did you have something, IT guy, or no?
Yeah, there's Webball.
Because then I'll go this way. I just want to make sure I hear from everybody.
What I've seen before work too is I've been in the IT industry. I've worked with park districts and they do a lot of stuff. So I would have them go look at all the park districts in the Cincinnati area, go look at all the park districts in the Dayton area and the bigger cities around you. And be able to come up with a tournament in a box because park districts are always wanting to put programs to get more people into the parks, park districts and sign up for their email list and everything. So go to them and have a tournament in a box like you do, and have it whether it's a printed manual or whether it's a website, either one, say, hey, I got a tournament in a box, I'll help you run it, it's $29.95 and you can run it, and here's the return on investment, you get this amount of kids to sign up, and you'll turn a profit, and you'll have another activity, because that's all they wanna do is get people into the park district to sign up to do it.
Okay, thanks. I have 5 minutes left and I want to catch everybody. So
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say,
Oh,
you can also be not just the market expert, but also the, product expert as well. You're looking to be a distributor for all things related to soccer.
That's something to think about,
Have
yeah.
parents come to you for that material. You can do reviews and all of that material, so that they're watching your videos on, hey, this is good, this is not good from us. Is there anything that he's had an idea, like, what, this hasn't been invented yet, but we need this for soccer? As he's talking about creativity, of like, hey, we need this type of thing for drills or whatever, instead of just nailing something together, you actually get something you can sell.
I could ask them, yeah.
And then if you do have those events, tournaments, whatever, upsell something. Bottles of water, you easily charge $1 for it, and they're only gonna cost you 5 or 10 cents each, so, few ways to just
And you
have
can
that.
get,
Thanks.
you can get the water private label,
Yeah,
and like to your website and everything on there too.
I put that.
Okay, good. All right.
I would look at Instagram influencers and look at how they build up their following and stuff. If he becomes an influencer in this space, he can get sponsors to sponsor him to help fund whatever he wants. And then if he pushes, the tournaments or something like that, he already has people helping to pay for it because they're getting visibility just because of his name. So it might be another avenue to also look at. But definitely build as much content as possible, keep it fresh and relevant online.
Awesome. And then in the back.
Yes. So I dated a girl, her whole family was super soccer heads in North Texas. It was like the thing to do. And so here in Dallas, I don't know if you know, but this is the biggest soccer
This
city in
is-
the country.
Yep.
Yeah, they have hundreds of youth soccer fields or something like that here.
FC Dallas.
So your market here is huge, just like James is saying, but these private clubs, so her brother-in-law was a private coach. He was making between $40,000 and $50,000 extra. I did in taxes $40,000 and $50,000 extra a year coaching these kids on travel teams and private clubs. So they have budgets that are out of this world. So if you just took the Texas list, and there's an association of them, and just targeted something or developed a package or hey, your husband will fly down and consult with these guys for a day, train a couple of teams, whatever the offering is, I think that would be a great place to start. And you can, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 minimums, and these guys will pay you that because it's gonna provide value to them and their players. There's huge competition here.
Texas, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Going against each other. So everybody wants to be the best, and there's money.
That's right. My kid's David Beckham.
Yeah.
Everybody's kidding.
Everybody's
Yeah.
Do a Facebook group.
Okay. All right, Facebook group?
So,
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I apologize, completely forget everything I said. The guy passed away, he died of cancer, the guy that had the whole thing, and they shut everything down, so you're not gonna
Wait, are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
That's okay.
Like it says that on the Facebook page, like he passed away, he died of cancer,
Wow.
they just
Oh,
dismantled
I'm
the whole
sorry.
thing. I'll message my guy to see what other resources he's using to like give, like, cause he's not good with obviously got 3 little boys, right? So I'll just figure out where he's
Okay,
moved to,
that's
but they
cool.
dismantled the whole damn thing.
And
That's
if anybody wants to do it for
That's
baseball,
alright.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
There's no maintenance.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm probably out of time, unless there's anything else.
You know what I would do too? I'd
We can
call
talk
the-
after.
I would call, this is what I would do. I would call the family and see if you can get access to the information. I mean, all they can do is say no.
Yeah.
But I've done things like that where, I'll walk through any door, I don't care what it is. Am I gonna get thrown out? Nah, no big deal. That's the attitude that you have to have. And I would contact them and try to find out what it is and see what they did. And people wanna help other people.
And just
That's
explain, you wanna
right.
mimic it, you've
Yeah,
heard it's
just
really
explain
good.
it to them, yeah.
I heard your
Great
dad was
idea.
a wonderful guy that did X, I heard
I-
your dad was a
there you
wonderful
go.
guy that did Y. I would love to be able to do that, in his legacy to build something else.
Oh, that's good.
And
We
they'll
wanna
be-
bring,
Yeah.
bring that into the soccer as
And then
well.
maybe you do a web page or whatever, put something like a thank you.
A memorial
thing or
to
whatever.
random big-
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'm really blown away. Thank you.